YS Live.
YS Live.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ ní gbogbo ibi tẹ́ ẹ ti ń gbọ́ wa. Ṣé dáadáa lẹ wà lónìí? Orílẹ̀ tẹ̀kú wà. Ìsinmi aláyọ̀ ni. Rédíò nísinmi Ọlọ́run jọ̀ọ́ máa ṣàánú wa ni. Ìgbà tẹ́yìn bá nísinmi yẹn gan lẹ fẹ́ gbọ́ wa jù. Ìsinmi ti yín iṣẹ́ ni fáwa. Ìdí nìyẹn tá a fi lè jókòó sílé. Tó fi jẹ́ pé àfi dandan à ń láti wá torí yín lẹ́yìn Ọlọ́run ṣe dárú wa sápá bí. Bẹ́ẹ̀yàn bá ń ṣèsinmi lọ́wọ́ náà kò ní kó má gbádùn ayé ẹ̀, kò sì ní kó má mọ ohun tó ń lọ ń lù ú. Ó tiẹ̀ wá dáhùn tá a fẹ́ sọ láàárọ̀ yìí. Ọ̀rọ̀ ìlera wa la fẹ́ sọ láàárọ̀ yìí, ṣùgbọ́n ti ìlera yẹn ní bó ṣe jẹ́ ni pé àwọn àrùn wo ló máa ń wá látara àwọn ẹranko sí ara àwọn ènìyàn, bó la ṣe ń kó, bó la sì ti ń kó, bó la sì ṣe dẹ́kun ẹ̀. Àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ la sọ lónìí, a sọ òyìnbó, a sọ Yorùbá. Yorùbá lè pọ̀ ju òyìnbó lọ ṣá. Àlejò mi ní kò sí wàhálà ẹni wọn èkéyìí àwọn wà nílé fún wa. Àlejò mi ti wà ń kalẹ̀, méjì ni wọ́n, àkọ́nára wọn ti wà ní kalẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí. Àrùn láti ara ẹranko sí ènìyàn, bó ló dé, bó ló ṣe ń wá, kí sì ni àwọn ìgbésẹ̀. Ẹ̀rọ ìgbàlódé ó ti ní ipa tó kó nínú ìdẹ́kun àrùn láti ọ̀dọ̀ ẹranko sí ọ̀dọ̀ ènìyàn. Kí ni iṣẹ́ tí àwọn ẹ̀rọ ìgbàlódé tí mò ń sọ, àwọn tí wọ́n mọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ wọ́n máa tú dáadáa o. Èmi lo Yorùbá yẹn láti kọ́kọ́ phrase ẹ̀, wọ́n á sọ ìtumọ̀ ẹ̀ fún wa dáadáa. Bóyá ẹ̀rọ ìgbàlódé ni, bóyá ayára bí àṣá ni, bóyá àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ tí wọ́n tún gbé tó tú ju pé tí èèyàn sí èèyàn lọ, àbí tí àwọn èèyàn ń ṣe fúnra wa lọ. So a máa wo bí ẹ̀rọ ìgbàlódé ṣe ní ipa tó kó nípa dídẹ́kun àrùn láti ara ẹranko sí ènìyàn. So this morning we're looking at stop the spread. We are talking stop the spread of what? How technology is winning the fight against animal to human diseases. Animal to human diseases. My guest is there. She said I have 2 guests this morning. One of them is there. And the guest that's available now is the chairman, Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association of your state branch. His name is Dr. John Famoyin. Good morning, sir.
Thank you, and thanks for having me.
YS Live.
YS Live.
Stop the spread. How technology is winning the fight against animal to human diseases. One more time, you're welcome to this show, the chairman, Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association, your state branch.
Thank you.
It's nice having you here.
It's my pleasure.
I think I will start from your members, veterinary doctors. What critical role do you think your members play at the very front line of zoonotic disease prevention?
First of all, let's take it from what is, let people know what is
zoonotic disease.
And how did we come by to have that definition? Zoonotic diseases are diseases that are spread from animal to human beings. Mm-hmm. And most times they are very fatal. Mm. Some could be as a result of contact with animals. Some could be as a result of keeping animals in the house. Some could be as a result of working in an environment where you could share the same environment with animals. So that's what led to the concept of the One World, One Health program, where the human public health figures, the veterinary public health, the veterinary practitioners are working together to work towards saving human life, because human life is sacred, and also preventing unnecessary mortality in the animal population too. So people need to understand that as we move around, you cannot exonerate it. We are at the risk of picking one problem or the other. Gbogbo ẹ̀yìn tájá patọ́ ní tán kú tó rébì sí pa wọ́n ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọkọ̀ ló ń sin ajá ẹni tó ń sin ajá kíálẹ̀sì kò tọ́jú ajá ẹ̀ ìwọ́n kájà lọ́wọ́jú ilé ajá jáde sí ogi ẹ̀jẹ̀ lẹ́yìn oṣù mélòó kan ọ̀sẹ̀ mẹ́ta kan kò ní clinical rabies kò bá lè ti ní clinical rabies kò sẹ́ ọ̀run lẹ̀rọ ẹ̀.
kò sí kò sóògùn
fún rabies.
anti-rabies nǹkan.
anti kó má bàa ṣẹlẹ̀ ni.
ok.
so tó bá dẹ̀ géèyàn gan jẹ kó tó bá dẹ́ kó géèyàn gan jẹ tí wọ́n tún rò pé bóyá ajá yìí ó gbà àbájá yìí ó gbà wọn á bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí fún ẹ ní hemoglobin kan tó ṣe àbẹ̀rẹ̀ anti-rabies vaccine fún, and at that point in time your chance is 50-50. If you have a clinical rabies attack from a dog and it's close to the brain, ẹ mọ̀ pé tó bá gẹ̀jẹ̀ tó tún mátà náà tó bá gẹ̀jẹ̀ lẹ́sẹ̀ tó bá gẹ̀jẹ̀ lọ́rùn gẹ̀ níbi tó súnmọ́ orí, it's a matter of this, and once you have clinical rabies you're not going to survive it. Olakpa ni One World, One Health concept.
ẹ sọ ti ìgbẹ́ ẹdìyẹ lẹ́ẹ̀kan.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìyẹn ló burú jù tí gbogbo wa dẹ̀ máa ń fojú fò. ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ tí tẹ́tàdìyẹ wọn bá ń tibi tó ń dàgbà ẹ̀dìyẹ wọn sí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ a máa ń pè kí wọ́n ní E. coli, salmonellosis. Àwọn these are organisms tẹ́ pé wọ́n ní àyè wọ́n wà nínú ara wọn. tí ìgbé tó bá jàgbé sílẹ̀ tó mi wá fọ ìgbẹ́ yẹn wá tó fọ̀ wá sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kànga tó mi kán sínú omi tí wútẹ́ yìí mú ọ̀tẹ̀ mi mú. ṣe àwọn pé a lè ní ó padìyẹ ní number 1 show dey close. Kéèyàn olè wà ní number 3, number 4, number 5, number 7. Kádẹ̀ pé omi wa kó jò wá rọ̀ kó wá gbé ìgbẹ́dẹ̀ kó ṣàn lọ sọ́run náà bẹ̀yẹn tó bá ti wọ́n nù kànga wọn kọ̀ọ̀dọ̀ ọ̀dà ká má ní.
báwo ni ó ṣe dénú kànga wọn.
kànga bí pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ kànga rings náà wà ń bẹ̀ tá a fi cement dé. After some time these things get weakened. Àwọn kan wà kí wọ́n kànga gan tí wọ́n dàn kan bò lórí.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
tómi bá ti wá kó mọ́ ti fọ̀gbẹ́ síbẹ̀ organism adẹ́rẹ́ máa débẹ̀ á jókòó dáadáa.
á fẹ́rẹ̀ kẹ̀tẹ̀.
á fẹ́rẹ̀ ká wá di chairman síbẹ̀ á dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa spread disease.
ẹ bá mumi kànga yẹn onímọ̀ kó òun mumi ó ti mú àrùn.
ó ti kó sí wàhálà.
àwọn oníbọ̀wọ̀ ńkọ́.
Borehole there is a possibility because of the depth of water. ó possible kó má lè ba dédé sàlẹ̀ yẹn ṣùgbọ́n omi tẹ́ ẹ pump sínú tank yín ṣé ẹ tọ́jú tank yín. ẹ bá mọ story náà pé Damilola Mary. There's a particular lead in America. Customer come along spread the typhoid fever. To buy the restaurant A, sanitation essentially. Hello, the toilet, hello, forward that. That little drop in the water will contaminate the water, and the organisms start growing there. So as you move from one restaurant, people started having it there. As she was stuck down, we went to the next one, she was having it there. So they realized, they now trace it back. But it made it be na di wàhálà but today la ní wàhálà yìí so invariably
Mary ló ń kárùn wá báwo ló ṣe kó wá
sanitation ẹ̀ ò dáa bẹ́ẹ̀ kò lè toilet
kò fọwọ́ pẹ̀lú ọṣẹ
kò fọwọ́ so you need to understand even tí o bá lè kàn bọ́ o omi tá à ń process tá à ń post okay tá à ń pọ́n sínú táǹkì wa àwọn ló lọ ń fọ táǹkì wa ṣé à ń tọ́jú wọn àwọn tó ń pọnmi wá sílé fún ilé adìyẹ tó ń pọn wá sílé tó ta fi ń sebẹ̀ ní kí ta fi ń sebẹ̀ ṣé wọ́n fọwọ́ wọn ṣé wọ́n tọ́jú ẹ̀ dáadáa àwọn nǹkan tó yẹ ká kíyèsí nìyẹn.
àwọn tó yẹ ká kíyèsí nìyẹn.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni olóòtú.
tá a kì í fọkàn sí. ìyẹn jẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ká kọ́kọ́ mọ kí tiẹ̀ gan ní àrùn. ẹ sì sọ oríṣiríṣi àrùn tó wà láti ọ̀dọ̀ ẹranko sí ènìyàn ká tó ṣe yẹn àlejò mi kejì ti wọlé o program officer One Health and Development Initiative Damilola Adesuyi. Good morning.
Good morning. Ẹ káàárọ̀.
Ogbó Yorùbá.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Àti Yorùbá àti òyìnbó lásán lónìí o.
Ó dáa, kò sí wàhálà.
Ó yẹ bá ń kí wọ́n lé ńgbà náà.
Okay o, gbogbo ilé ẹ káàárọ̀, Damilola Adesuyi lórúkọ mi o. Mo jẹ́ program officer láti One Health and Development Initiative. Non-profit la jẹ́. Ohun tá a dẹ̀ máa ń ṣe ni pé a máa ń lo One Health approach tí ọ̀gá ti sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹlẹ́kan láti bójútó àwọn ìṣòro tó ń bá èèyàn, ẹranko àti àyíká wa tó ń bàjá.
That's nice. Before we go to my first question that brought us to the definition of zoonotic diseases, what are the types that we can? Let's mention like 4 or 5.
Okay, not to be academic. Let's you see, diseases comes in various categories. Viral diseases.
Come again.
Viral diseases.
Yeah.
Rabies is one. Ebola is one. Marburg is one. Septicemia is one. Then you now talk of bacteria. Anthrax is one. Tuberculosis is one. Mycoplasmosis is one. Pneumonia is one. E. coli is one. Salmonellosis is one. Typhoid fever is one. You talk of protozoa, kind of babesiosis, blood trypanosomiasis. We're going to come again and to talk of a parasitic one. We talk of ascaris worm, ascaris, roundworm, tapeworm, all forms of worms. Those come from parasitic. They also talk of skin parasites too, mange. So those are the if we break it down to the agents causing diseases, we call them pathogenic organisms. The viral class, the bacteria, the protozoa, the parasitic. That's about the basic classification. Àwọn àìsàn tí gbogbo náà kò gbogbo náà kó àti ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ dẹ̀ ní òsì fojú rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Gbogbo ẹni ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ní òsì fojú rí ibi tí biotechnology ti come in nìyẹn.
Ibi tí technology ti
come in nìyẹn. But we call it biotechnology because bio means life. That is using the application of technology into life.
Ìmọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀.
Then going to biotechnology.
Tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ayé ẹni àbí tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú
ìlera.
Pẹ̀lú ìlera. Okay. Now that will now take us to the first question. What critical role do veterinary doctors play at the very front line of zoonotic disease prevention?
We are working together with other professionals because I tell you this is a very serious issue and that we should not, nobody should claim to be champions. Nobody should claim to know it all. Your world, you live, you have animals are there, you have the environment, you have the people. So you really need to understand that it's important to understand how those 3 components work together to give a healthy environment. But we as vets, we have a role to play. The public health guys have their own role to play. The medical doctors have their own role to play. But I want to talk about what we as vets are doing. First, we are ensuring that animals are properly immunized. And they're probably immunized at the right age, the right vaccines, at the right time of the year. And when there's a need for a booster, we give it to them. Ìkíní ni pé gbogbo wa à ń rí pé àwọn abidjan àwọn ẹranko tá à ń sìn nínú ilé ni nílé zoo ni nínú pet ni wọ́n gba abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára wọn lóòrèkóòrè wọ́n dẹ̀ ń gba oríṣi wọ́n gba ètò ẹ̀kan gbà lásìkò tó ẹ̀kan gbà. That is one thing that we do.
Lásìkò tó yẹ kó gbà.
Lásìkò tó ń gbà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni torí gbogbo ẹ̀ lásìkò lásìkò tẹ bá wo poultry wa ló ní abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára tó pọ̀ jù They have about 9 or 10 different vaccinations, but this one has a particular date. The one you give on day 1, about 1 day, intraocular. The one you give at day 7, Gomboro. The one you give at day 21, Lasota. The one you give at day 10 again, but Gomboro, week 16, week 7. So many things, but there's a program which we follow. And we encourage farmers to follow this program to the letter. And I will appeal to farmers too. They should not see vets as enemies or as rivals.
ṣé wọ́n rí yín bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
wọ́n rí wa bẹ́ẹ̀ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ní vet agbópọ̀ lọ́wọ́ òun ò ní kọ́ vet òun á daṣe ọ̀pọ̀ axel mi ra vaccine mo ti pàdé yẹn kan nígbà tí mo ṣe ìjọmọ kékeré vet ó bá sọ vaccine sápò vaccine tó ọtí ẹ̀kọ́ wà nínú kúlà tí ice block wa ó kàn rí mi ni ọ̀rẹ́ mi bó ló ń lọ mo ní òun ló kó láàárọ̀ la òun ló fún ọ lábẹ́rẹ́ mo dà abẹ́rẹ́ tó yẹ kí n bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe má jẹ́ n bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe òun ti lọ́ra abẹ́rẹ́ tó máa rọ́ wà lápò òun oògùn náà dà fàyọlápò ni when tó bá dé oko wa abẹ́rẹ́ tó ń da yìí gan ló máa dá kún wàhálà tó lóko. The vaccine will break down. A vaccine that should be in a cooler at a certain temperature, we call it cold chain. You must maintain the cold chain. àwọn tó kó wa àwọn tó ṣe wọn ni wọn kọ́ sínú tútù bàtà wọn kọ́ fẹ́ tó fẹ́ tà fún yẹn wọn kó sínú cold van bàtà wọn fẹ́ tà fún tó gbà náà kó sínú freezer bàtà wọn tà fún yẹn kó tà fún nínú cooler kó fi cooler gbé lọ sóko. Look at that chain. And once you break it, you are destroying the vaccine. It's as good as giving them nothing. If the vaccine breaks down, that disease actually. Or if you are lucky on the run, come on, any infection, come on, protect one, but to bridge you once you destroy the vaccine, it breaks them down.
We come back after this short break.
You're tuned in
to
101.7
on the radio.
Yes FM.
Say that again. This is 101.7 Yes FM.
YS Live.
YS Live.
YS Live.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ padà. Bóyá ìṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa ni a sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn àrùn tó máa ń tara ẹranko wá sí ara ènìyàn. Àwọn ènìyàn náà ń kárùn bá ẹranko. Ìmọ̀ ìgbàlódé kí ni ipa tó ti kó nípa dídẹ́kun àwọn àrùn yìí àbí dídín àwọn àrùn yìí kù láti má tàn káàkiri. Yes, àwọn àlejò wa wọ́n ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ láti ọgbọ̀n ìṣẹ́jú. The chairman alága fún àwọn dókítà tó mọ̀ nípa ìṣègùn ẹranko nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ni mo ti ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ láti bí ìṣẹ́jú mélòó sẹ́yìn. Dr. John Famoyin ẹ káàbọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sẹ́kù kalẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sẹ́sìkò atótónu.
ẹ ṣeun olóòtú ẹ ṣeun.
ẹni kejì wọn náà wà ń kalẹ̀ o Damilola Adesuyi ṣé dókítà náà ni. ok mi ò gbọ́.
rárá
kò tí dókítà.
kò tí dókítà.
ó ń dọ̀ lọ́wọ́ ni.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
ok yóò dọ̀ délẹ̀. All right, yes. Dr. Bakari also is here, but he's not speaking this morning. He's a friend of the house. He's part of this building. He's part of this organization, so to speak. He has been a guest. He was once a guest. We knew him as a guest, and he became a part of the family, and that's a good one. Relationship transcends business. Okay, now before I come to the rural man. Man, I know why I said that. I'm coming to that. Let me ask this other question. This question goes to the chairman. And the question is, how does technology, perhaps even simple tools, empower them, that's your people, the vet doctors, in their daily work, particularly in rural or peri-urban area?
Thank you, Mr. Presenter.
Yemi Sonde lórúkọ mi.
Ọ̀gá mi wá pátá à ń kí yín o. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ kí gbà mí láyè kí n kí Dr. Bakari. Dr. Bakari ẹ káàbọ̀. Thanks for your support. It was really appreciated.
He's
love from the house.
He's a committed vet doctor. to the cause of anything vet.
Yes,
That's how I met him anyway.
Yes,
and that's been over how many years now? I can't remember.
It's been like that, and I have a lot of respect
So
for you
particular
because I
about
know
it.
you know your worth and you're doing a good job for us. The MVMA, the vet community, is a big thank you to you. Thank you. So back to the question. Two tools come into play now.
Okay.
Biosecurity and biotechnology. Biosecurity means giving security to life. Biotechnology means using technology to save life. The easiest thing that everybody has access to is biosecurity. And it's
Biosecurity.
Yes, and it's as simple as washing your hand each time you do anything or you touch anything. For example, if you're a vet, you treat an animal, you treat a dog, now you want to touch a goat again, you must wash your hand. You treat a female goat, you want to go over to the male goat, you wash your hand. Hand washing is key. And you can use soap and water, you can also use sanitizer to do that. Then when you're also entering farms, there's what we call dip for cars, for automobiles, or for trucks coming to your farm. You can also drive them through a pit or you spray them to prevent them bringing germs or disease causing from outside onto your farm. Then at the point of entry into the poultry houses or into the piggery houses, you should have what we call the foot baths, where you dip your feet into the water before you step into the place. And above all, again, you should have specific clothes that you wear on the farm. These clothes will not leave the farm. You want to go to the farm, you change into the farm into the work clothes, and that's what you wear throughout to stay on the farm. And you also encourage that among your staff too. You don't share equipments. I won't say Mr. Shonde has a pig farmer, he should come and borrow my shovel. Because they've lost them, don't borrow Mr. Shonde your shovel. Let him go and buy his own. You don't share equipments at all. So I don't transmit. There's no vertical transmission of diseases. You don't share equipments like that. Those are those, they're basic biosecurity. I want in Kotibo, I can't make a cash.
Vacation you banner.
And no, so cat dekun wala àìsàn. Ẹ má yáyàn kan ní ẹ̀yà mi ní àwẹ̀ péèlì omi lóko kìíní sóko kejì. Àga àwọn kó tó bá nínú farm settlement yẹn. Ẹjọ́ ohun tí ìgò oúnjẹ wa dé èké omi ò tí ì dẹ̀ yá wa ní ké mẹ́ta ayá ń bọ́kẹ̀ yá ń ṣọ́fẹ̀ ẹ má yáyàn ní nǹkan yín kó ní kálukú dúró bàtà bá kó tiẹ̀ dé kó má kó àìsàn wà bá yín kẹ́ náà má kó àìsàn lọ́ba. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà náà tí mọ́tò bá ń wọ oko wọ́n ní kán gba odò kan wà tá a máa ṣe nínú lẹ́nu lẹ̀kùn tí wọ́n á wa táyà wọn tó ibi bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ pé àìsàn tó bá ń kó bọ̀ láti ibòmíì omi asáré àfọ̀ kó lábẹ́ mọ́tò wọn gbà mí a máa mú ṣáwà a máa dọ̀ àfọ̀ mọ́tò yẹn gangan kó má kó wà láàmì ìwà sínú oko yín gbẹ̀mí àgbẹ̀mí ẹ̀dẹ̀ tó máa spray ẹ̀ wọ́n máa nígbà tó pé tí wọ́n tiẹ̀ bá fẹ́ ra adìyẹ lóko ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ rẹ̀ ran kán má gbé mọ́tò wọn ní oko yín kán gbé mọ́tò wọn síta àbí kẹ́ ẹ ṣe àyè fún wọn tán máa tó pé kò ní kọ́ inú oko yín tán máa ti mọ́tò síbẹ̀ ẹ̀ lọ fi mọ́tò tiyín àti àwọn èèyàn tiyín kán lọ gbé ẹran yẹn wá láti inú oko kán gbé abá wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ then fífọwọ́ ó ṣe pàtàkì.
Torí tó ń bá gbé wọnú oko àwọn náà lè kẹrun wọn lè kàrún wọlé.
wọ́n lè kàrún torí ẹ̀ mọ iye oko tọkọ̀ yẹn ti lọ kó tó dọ́dọ̀ yín. An organisms could be on the car or the part of the car body for months. Somebody they are resilient, they could be there for years. Anthrax for anthrax for about 2 years. Only one nínú bí yìí until about to raise dust ẹ̀ ká máa mọ̀. Anthrax ẹ̀yẹ̀kọ́ ẹran tí anthrax pa ó lè kú sílẹ̀ kọ́kẹ́lẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀rẹ̀ síbi tí bẹ́ẹ̀ jìn sílẹ̀ kẹ́ má da lime sórí ẹ̀ ẹ̀mọ́tẹ́mi tó bá kó wá kú tán káàrún mi àgbà ìkọ́jà lébi ọdún mẹ́ta àbọ̀dún méjì káwọn á jẹ egun ẹ̀ ẹ̀mọ̀ká àwọn náà fẹ́ taste egun kọ́ kí o pick it up from there. So gbogbo àwọn nǹkan kéékèèké yẹn ló ṣe pàtàkì láti area of biosecurity.
Àwọn nǹkan yẹn láti máa ń fojú fò gan o.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ a máa ń fojú fò ó ṣe pàtàkì ká kíyèsára nípa àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kéékèèké yẹn ló ń kó wa lábàá lórí oko. That's about biosecurity, biotechnology. You see, the concept of technology has really improved. For example, let's start from communication or dissemination of information. Tí àwọn àìsàn kan bá ṣẹlẹ̀ tá à ń pè ní notifiable disease, rabies ni, Ebola ni, èmi àti yín ò lè sọ pé báyìí ni. Táwọn bá ti ṣe ìwádìí wa, àá ṣe lọ gbé fún ẹni tí ó fi ń gbà láyé. There's a Animal Disease Control Decree. It says the only commissioner or the governor that has the right to pronounce such kama da wala sílẹ̀ lóko. And they will have done all their due diligence. They point them up pé wàhálà ìwà wọ́n wá announce àwọn èèyàn pé wàhálà ìwà. So technology can say, okay, if today there's a problem of Lassa fever in Okeogun, in Iseyin, in Shaki, in 24 hours, people all over the southwest will know that's the effect of biotechnology communication. Then they again, we also have what we call rapid reset test kits. Like àtijọ́, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ la máa ní àìsàn dẹ̀ dàbí Lassa, ó dàbí Ebola, ó dàbí tuberculosis, ó dàbí pneumonia. Now, right there on the spot, in 5 minutes, you can take samples and you run it through a simple test, either ELISA or PCR, you get it sorted out, come easily. Then you now start treating immediately. You will now take other samples, either to FAO or to WHO for confirmation. But you wouldn't wait. But those things take some days or weeks before you get the result. So that's those. The technology has brought in those simple test kits for us to quickly make a decision and to start a line of action. That is one. Then two, also look at the issue of COVID-19. In the past, it would have taken years and years. Up to now, vaccine, but now there's what called sequencing. There's a DNA alteration. There's a way they can alter it in a biotechnological laboratory, and they can produce million doses of a vaccine for you in 24 hours. So those are the areas where technology has come in to help us, and technology again has helped us again to transport those things through the cold chain, through the cold chain from one part of the world to the other part of the world, and easier for people to use. And there are also equipment to help you administer these things that technology has helped improve upon. Take back ta kéré ta la fẹ́ gba abẹ́rẹ́ number ẹran tí gba abẹ́rẹ́ kan péré náà wọ́n fún gbà yẹn tá má tó lò tán wọ́n tún lọ wọ́n sterilize. Now we have disposable products. Even our shorty mobile overall kò wá ṣiṣẹ́ lóko yín, there are disposable overalls that don't need to bring it onto the next one. So there's a part of import of technology. So look at it from that analysis, rapid research test kits, and production of large vaccines volume. These are and then communication.
All right, let me come to my second guest. Responsive One Health Resource Engine. Rore. Abi Rore ni? Okay. Rore. Okay, Kolomondi. Rore. Rore sounds like a vital tool for staying healthy.
Yes.
Can you break down for our listeners what exactly Rore is and how it acts as an One Health companion for protecting us from diseases that jump from animals to humans?
Thank you for the question. One thing is that access to information is vital. When you have access to information, you can make the best decisions, right? And sometimes people don't really have access to that information immediately, particularly if they are not willing to wait for long hours in hospitals or wait for a while to seek the attention of a veterinarian, at least in the aspect of farmers, or wait for a while to seek professionals. So when you need that information immediately, it's often best to go to a verified source for your information. And that is what Rore does. Rore contains information that can help people to make decisions about their health, the health of their pets, of their livestock, and also to take care of their environment. So it cuts across different areas, even plants as well. We have information that helps people to make good decisions when it comes to plant diseases and how they can easily curb them or control them, and also prevent them as well. So Rore is just like, for people that are very familiar with chatbots, it's like ChatGPT. But the difference is that Rore is verified. So before the information is fed to Rore, we took our time to verify it. And in the organization where I work at, OHDI, we have several professionals working with us, medical doctors, veterinarians, environmentalists. Every single one of them add inputs to Rore. They verify the information that we fed into Rore, and that is the information that has been verified that will get to those that use Rore.
So the information that gets out from your organization is authentic,
exactly,
verified, confirmed,
yes,
authenticated.
Exactly.
So nobody should have any doubts.
No, not at all.
About it.
Exactly.
Is that what you are telling me?
Yes, that's it.
All right, Doctor, can you elaborate on how technology like mobile apps for data collection, example, Nadis mobile, which was launched in Oyo State here, or even advanced laboratory diagnostics is enhancing your association's ability to track and report animal diseases before they jump to humans?
Thank you. The NADIS is a national program and the disease reporting is what we call epidemiological survey tool. What they do in epidemiology is like every state has an epidemiology officer. That is the first line of action. Has to go through his office. He will now brief the people in government. What NIDIS does is there's a format and there's a form which you give to people on the field to report diseases at scene. If not necessarily zoonotic diseases. You are supposed to monitor the transmission, the outbreak of diseases on farms, which is you can't run away from it because people are bound to be careless. People are bound to want to take things into their hands without using professionals. So NIDIS is a national tool that gives a format, and the format will fill it up, collect it zone by zone, then take it over to the epidemiology officer of the state, Dr. Akibu, and from there we now work on it. Then we now take it down to the One Health concept. In your state we have the One Health group formed by the health press, and then we all come together, look at it together, then we now take a decision before we give to people in the authority to make a pronouncement.
So, don't have to make pronouncement here.
Just like Rory says, before it gets to that point, it's verified. It's been checked. It's been diagnosed. It's been confirmed. It's been tested. And at that point in time, that a governor will not come and say something and turn to me and say, sorry, I didn't say it again. So you working with him as a team, you need to be able to have done your groundwork, confirm, authenticate the message and information before you push it to the people in authority to make that pronouncement to the generality.
Now let's look at technology. How does it assist veterinarians in implementing preventive measures? Preventive measures like mass animal vaccination campaigns, for example, against anthrax or rabies, or in advising livestock farmers on better biosecurity practices.
It's a very simple thing, and we are really working at it. There are, for example, the private vet in your state have a tool that has a compilation of all the private vets in different locations. If you download the app on your phone, just put your location there. It will tell you the list of vets around you. Yes, if you're in Mokola, you have an issue with poultry, just go there. I'm in Mokola, poultry issue, to give the list of vets around you there. And that is one technological aspect too. Then again, we also have a way of...
Dr. Baka, it is something like this. If you want to do it. Sorry to jump. I don't know.
Then again, if
I buy which one Splash FM buy, Splash Latin buy. Okay.
But the app is still on. So just you as a farmer, just download it. Then again, we also have the VCN app too. VCN means Veterinary Council of Nigeria. That's the regulatory body for veterinarians, veterinary practice in Nigeria. If I come to a farm and tell you, Mr. Shonde, I'm a vet, I say, what is your name? Just download the app, type my name there. And if you ask me for my VCN number, type the 2 there. It will tell you if I'm a vet or not. So you can know the real from the fake. So that's one of the apps. That's one of the things we do. Then above then there is a particular forum also formed by VCN too. It's called is a private veterinary practices registration committee. You also have a way of gathering information from state to state, from zone to zone about how things are done in your state, and then we share information, and that is just a way of using technology again to share information on what we do and how we do it. Because the mirror of the profession are the private vets. Take it or leave it. They are in direct contact with the people. People see them first before they see the government vet, before they see the director of veterinary service, before they see the commissioner. So they are the first line of it. So we have hubs too, and we are encouraging vets to you have an outfit, set up a website, put the things you're doing there, then go on here, go on Facebook, advertise, go on Instagram, advertise, just show where your locations are, because the law does not allow you to advertise. So you can at least make it known that you are in this location, and then people can access you in that location. That's why I've been. Then in your office too, you must computerize your activities too. And when it's been computerized, not only for record purposes, you also need people to follow up. There are reminders you must send to your clients. But once the app is there on your own system, so just flash that so for this month needs to be given anti-rabies, needs to be given HLPV, needs to be given Newcastle vaccination, you then be able to send reminders to them.
All right, let me come to my second guest, Damilola, right?
Yes.
Okay. I know you talked about trusting the information from your hand.
Yes.
I still want to go that route by asking this question. In a world flooded with information,
Yes.
fake, real, concocted, AI generated,
Yeah.
and all that,
Yes.
how does Ruri ensure that the content it provides on zoonotic diseases prevention is not just abundant, but truly accurate and professionally vetted, making it a reliable source for our communities?
Thank you for the question. So, like I mentioned earlier, we get our information and verify it. And the sources of our information are very credible. So, the information that we fed into Ruri is from WHO, FAO, and other organizations like that, regional organizations that are certified and known, well known within the field. Aside from that, we also get our information from published articles that are from reputable journals. So these articles might have done some experiment, or they might have gotten some review research that gives a summary of the new things that are happening, maybe with regards to a certain disease or interventions or what you can do to prevent a certain disease. So we get our information from reputable sources, the ones that we trust, using the global standards of credible source of information. And aside from that, we also vet what we've brought into Ruri. And the good part of Ruri is that the users of Ruri cannot feed wrong information into it. So unlike AI tools like ChatGPT, where someone could feed wrong information into ChatGPT and then it processes that information and uses it for other users as well. You don't have that being done in Ruri. So it's the information that we fed into it that we have verified that goes to Ruri. And the good part of Ruri is this: if Ruri gives you something that you are not so comfortable with, you can escalate it and speak with a professional. So we have medical doctors, we have veterinarians that are ready, we have mental health professionals that are ready. The moment you ask to escalate it, to reach out to a professional, it will direct you to someone who is already within our directory, and the person will talk to you, would have a live chat with you and be able to solve your issues, at least provide the recommendations for you. And if necessary, we also have a hospital directory. So it's for both human health, this hospital for humans as well as the ones for veterinary clinics for animals. So you can easily access the directory there, search for the nearest hospital in your area or the nearest veterinary clinic, and then you reach out to them and you'll be able to get the needed help.
Okay, beyond just providing information, Ruri emphasizes strengthening connections.
Yes.
How does it help bridge the gap between everyday individuals, communities, and the professional health services across animal, human, and even plant health sectors, especially when quick decisions are needed?
Now, this is a good part of Ruri that most, I would say all health apps that I've seen there do not have. And that is that Ruri allows you to access health for yourself, for your animals, for your pets, all in one place. So you don't have to go to multiple apps. Everything that you need is on Ruri. And then, like I mentioned, it gives you direct link to professionals that are working, that are already established in this field. And we vet people that we put on the directory. So directory, for persons that might not know, is a list of professionals, list of people that you can reach out to for medical advice, whether regarding yourself or regarding your animals and your pets. So we vet these persons and ensure that they are credible persons and they are well recommended. And then we now give this information to our users. So if you are chatting with Ruri and you feel the response you've gotten is not enough, you can easily reach out to a professional directly from Ruri. Okay. So ohun tí Ruri jẹ́ ni pé ó jẹ́ ìmọ̀ ẹ̀rọ tó máa ń jẹ́ kéèyàn ní information téèyàn nílò lákòókò látòrí fóònù ẹni. So téèyàn bá ti tẹ website yẹn síbẹ̀, askruri.com, www.askruri.com. téèyàn bá ti tẹ̀ sí ohunkóhun téèyàn bá nílò nípa ìmọ̀ṣègùn, nípa ìlera rẹ̀, bóyá ìlera téèyàn ní tàbí táwọn ẹranko ẹ̀, bóyá pet téèyàn ní sílé ni tàbí ẹran ọ̀sìn téèyàn ń sìn ní, ohunkóhun téèyàn bá ti nílò kó kọ̀ tẹ̀ síbẹ̀ ni Ruri máa dáhùn ẹ̀ fẹ́yàn. So a pèsè ìmọ̀ tó péye tá a ti wò dáadáa tó jòótọ́, a pèsè ẹ̀ fẹ́yàn, èèyàn sì máa lò láti gbé ìgbésẹ̀ tó yẹ. Àmọ́ tó bá ṣiṣẹ́ pé ìmọ̀ tó gbé jáde yẹn tàbí information tó fẹ́yàn wọn ò dáa tó, èèyàn lè béèrè fún ẹnìkan tó ń òṣìṣẹ́ oníṣègùn kan akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ kan tó tá a ti yẹ̀ wò dáadáa torí káwa tó direct àwọn èèyàn tá a tó sọ fáwọn èèyàn pé ó dá o ẹ lọ sọ́dọ̀ akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ báyìí o àti máa ń yẹ̀ wọ́n wò dáadáa a máa wo orúkọ wọn à á wo iye ọdún tó ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ à á wò bóyá wọ́n register pẹ̀lú àwọn association tí ọ̀gá mention lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn bíi NVMe NMA àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ tó bá yẹ pé wọ́n ti register wọ́n á pèsè àwọn details wọn fún wa à á wá verify à á yẹ̀ wò lọ́dọ̀ wa tá a bá ṣe pé òótọ́ ni à á gbé síbẹ̀ so ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá ń lo róore tí ohun tí ìmọ̀ ẹ̀rọ yẹn bá fún tí ò bá tọ́nà tó tàbí tí ò fẹ́ràn ẹ̀ tó ó lè béèrè fún akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ kan láti wá bá wọn tàbí láti bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ lórí fóònù so ohun tó bá nílò ń bẹ̀ á béèrè ẹ̀ tó bá sì jẹ́ pé ó nílò láti wá sí bóyá ilé ìwòsàn ni ìyẹn fún àwọn èèyàn tàbí fún ẹranko róore náà lè direct ẹ̀ síbi tó yẹ kó lọ so a sọ fún pé ilé ìwòsàn báyìí ló súnmọ́ ẹ jù iye ìṣẹ́jú báyìí ló máa fi débẹ̀ ìwé ìwòsàn báyìí ni kó lọ tó bá sì jẹ́ pé ilé ìwòsàn táwọn èèyàn mọ̀ dáadáa ni á tún jẹ́ kó mọ̀ pé ilé ìwòsàn yìí àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ dáadáa wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ dáadáa o ìwọ náà lọ síbẹ̀ so ohun tí róore máa ń ṣe nìyẹn ó ràn yàn lọ́wọ́ láti pèsè ìsọfúnni nípa ìlera ẹni ìlera ẹranko tó wà lọ́dọ̀ ẹni bóyá pet èèyàn ni bóyá ẹran ọ̀sìn téèyàn ń sìn ni ó tún ràn yàn lọ́wọ́ láti mọ information nípa àyíká ẹni bí wọ́n ṣe lè bójútó àti ẹni tó bá tún gbin ohun ọ̀sìn tó bá tún gbin àwọn èrè oko tó bá ń gbin àwọn èrè oko náà ó tún ràn lọ́wọ́ láti mọ ohun téèyàn lè ṣe sáwọn àrùn tó máa ń bá àwọn plant jà àwọn àrùn tó ń bàjà èèyàn máa mọ ohun téèyàn lè ṣe sí àtàwọn tó lè kàn sí láti bójútó àwọn yẹn so ohun tí róore wà fún nìyẹn.
iṣẹ́ tí róore ń ṣe nìyẹn.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe nìyẹn.
ẹ jẹ́ ń dátọ́ mi ní ìṣẹ́jú kan.
YS Live.
YS Live.
Okay, Damilola, can you give us examples of how Rore empowers individuals and communities with practical knowledge to make better health decisions and proactively prevent disease spread?
Part of what Rore does is that it gives credible information to our users. Aside from that, Rore gives alerts to them, like prompts to them from time to time on tips to remain safe, how they can practice sanitation, hygiene. Some of the things that our doctor here has mentioned is that there's need for biosecurity, and it's not just something that medical professionals alone should do. It's something that everyone should do. And in terms of biosecurity, the basic ones that we can do is just maintaining good hygiene and sanitation. So Rore does remind our users of that these are some of the tips you can take to keep your environment healthy, to prevent diseases from happening to you, and also helps farmers as well. It helps them on good tips on how they can maintain the health of the animals such that there won't be any disease outbreak that could then spill over or transfer to humans. So it gives the right information to everyone and prompts from time to time that are useful for both our users, their own health, that of their pets, that of their livestock, as well as their plants too.
Okay, doctor, given the increasing human-animal interface, especially with livestock and bushmeat consumption, like I said earlier, what technological solutions are you advocating for at abattoirs and live animal markets to improve meat safety and prevent zoonotic transmission?
Thank you. I'll look at it from the larger perspective, because of food safety, and it's a global concern. Our abattoirs in Nigeria, I'm sorry, there's nothing to write home about. There's nothing to write home about. I won't deceive you. There's nothing to write home about. I happened to work with somebody in Lagos that we are trying to design an abattoir for them. And we are still on it. And I hope we'll get the listening ear of the government there. None of the abattoirs here can truly give you wholesome meats. I mean, you kill an animal, you drag it on the floor, the blood is on one side, the other side. You realize that our food safety practices here is almost zero. And that's why one of the problems we have with food. You know, there's food security, we can get food, but how safe are we preparing the food? I would like to appeal to Rory to please look into food safety, add it to your program. It's very key, and it's also educating people, starting from vegetable sellers to tomato sellers, and how do we now get people to get quality food as well, safe for human consumption. Back to my animal health. Most of the food we have, what saves us? Because temperature in 300 degrees centigrade.
Okay.
And organism to survive at that high temperature. That's what is saving us. Because our food safety methods are not up to the global standard. I mean, we should kill an animal and take it off the ground. Cut it off the ground. There are saws that should cut it, You should go through chain, we call it line chain in abattoir. But here you kill an animal, Baba Sikiru in fashion was okay. As to war for to war lana no loni. So but to dey pa ẹran lana eje ló fi nu ara. Wọ́n sì ní Baba Sikiru, but wọ́n ṣe inspection. Kíni Fukuyi ò dá. Ani Fukuyi kí ló ṣe? Okay, ó sọ sẹ́nu. Putting himself in risk of tuberculosis. Rarely will you see that animals here have been totally condemned. And when you do meat inspection, there's partial condemnation, there's total condemnation. Hardly do you see animal carcasses of animal being totally condemned. Who will compensate them? So that's the government still has a role to play in that part. Compensation for on animals that are unwholesome and unfit for human consumption. And we need to change our abattoir system. We need to be able to operate modern abattoirs where we don't drag the animals on the floor, where the animals are caught and stored in proper cold stores. And when you're taking an animal to go amosun, one gbé bọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ yín ní Fẹ́lẹ́lẹ̀ ọ̀kadà ló gbé sórí ẹ̀, ẹlòmíì gbé sórí ìtàn, ẹlòmíì gbé sẹ́yìn.
Inú àpò
ẹjọ́, ṣé is that part of food safety? Then people slaughtering animals in their houses too, is it safe for us? But those animals are not inspected. At the point in time, the NVMA and the private vet in Oyo State, we went to the Oyo State Commissioner of Agric that we need to work on what they call modular abattoirs. They are killing animals, slaughtering animals in other parts of the Badon till they were inspected. So how are we sure that people are getting safe meats to eat? So they agreed that they will set up multiple refineries, but one abattoir cannot serve the entire Badon. And people are killing animals. I don't want to mention it, but all different parts of Badon. Why can you kill an animal at Amosun? Cost of taking it down to towards off the express. Why do you do that? And the time factor again, when you slaughter before you move again, it's not safe at all. We don't have good abattoirs, that's one. We don't have enough abattoirs, that's another thing. And the modes of transporting our meat that you and I eat, it is not right.
I think the government listens to this. We also use this in our news bulletin. But in the meantime, let us listen to Fact Fire with Oluwaseyi Funmishonola for a few minutes. Then I come back to wrap it up all on this show this morning with you.
YS Live.
YS Live.
YS Live.
Good morning and welcome to the Fact File segment of Wise Life here on 101.7 ESFM Ibadan. I am Oluwaseyi Fumi Shunola. Today on Fact File, we are talking about something that affects us all, the spread of diseases from animals to humans, also known as zoonotic diseases. Zoonotic diseases are infections that spread from animals to humans, either through direct contact, through the environment, or through consuming contaminated food or water. In fact, over 60% of infectious diseases in humans originally came from animals. So let's break this down. Some well-known zoonotic diseases include Ebola, often traced to fruits, bats or monkeys. Rabies, usually spread through bites from infected dogs or wild animals. And Salmonella, commonly found in undercooked meat or eggs from infected animals. But how exactly do these diseases spread? Direct contact, touching the blood, saliva or skin of infected animals. Indirect contact, contact with areas where animals live or roam, like farms, slaughterhouses or markets. Vector-borne transmission, bites from ticks or mosquitoes that fed on infected animals. Foodborne transmission, eating improperly cooked animal products. And waterborne transmission, drinking water contaminated with animal waste. Why does this matter? As humans continue to interact closely with animals, whether through farming, wildlife trade, or deforestation, the chances of disease spillover increase. The World Health Organization has even warned that future pandemics could start this way if proper prevention isn't in place. So what can we do? Practice good hygiene around animals. Cook meat thoroughly. Keep our environment clean and our pets vaccinated. And support policies that protect wildlife and regulate animal trade. Zoonotic diseases don't just affect animals. They remind us of how deeply connected we are to the natural world. Staying informed is the first step to staying safe. This is all the facts I have for you on the Fact File segment of Wise Life here on 101.7 ESFM Ibadan. I hope you've learned something. Thank you very much for listening. My name is Oluwaseyi Fumi Shunola. Wise Life continues.
YS Live.
YS Live.
YS Live.
ẹ káàbọ̀ padà torí àsìkò wa ti lọ ṣe fún mi ṣọ́nà láti fún wa ní fact five mo sì mọ̀ pé ṣe wá láǹfààní púpọ̀. So I have this one other question for both of you, so differently. Let me have that with Rore man. Rore Kowa. Looking ahead, how do you see Rore evolving? What are the future directions for scaling up this information-based approaches to disease prevention, ensuring this vital resource species even more people during everyday life and in times of emergency?
So part of what we are thinking to scale Rore is to incorporate Rore to emergency response. And what that includes is that we are looking to collaborate with organizations that are already doing surveillance. So when there are outbreaks, users of Rore will be able to get prompt alerts about outbreaks and where those outbreaks are happening, and then they can know what next to do. So Rore will provide them with prevention and as well as control measures that they can do in their own localities to prevent the spread of the outbreak or preventing it from getting to them. Aside from that, we're also looking to streamline the information that Rore gives to have daily or routine reminders on ways to prevent outbreaks, just like Doctor has mentioned there that we do consider food safety. Yes, and that's one of the things we've already incorporated, and we're also looking to incorporate more how we handle our food, how we handle our meat, and several others like that. But the good part, the major part of how we are hoping to scale Rore to help with emergency response and outbreak preparedness is that it will help to provide alerts from time to time to the users that are in grassroots communities, and hopefully we can also make Rore possible or accessible on USSD. So persons that cannot use smartphones or websites will still be able to access alerts from Rore.
All right, Doctor, let's have this with you, and the last one for this program this morning. What are the biggest technological gaps or needs within the veterinary sector in Oyo State that, if addressed, could significantly bolster the fight against Zoonoses?
Thank you. One of the biggest problems we have is that we don't have enough private veterinary diagnostic centers. We don't have enough veterinary diagnostic centers. So even right now, I use human lab to do culture and sensitivity. So I now have to bring the figures and match it with what I have in the vet books. So we need to, we are appealing to our colleagues that we should now build up. You see, there are in-house laboratories. Every clinic has, if you run a clinic, you have an in-house laboratory. For example, I have a veterinary hospital. I can do pregnancy tests. I have ultrasound. I have ultrasound machine that can check if you're pregnant or not. But we don't have, right now, X-ray is a big issue. There's no vet facilities to give us X-ray facilities in Ibadan. Then we go viral disease analysis. We still have to go back to that teaching hospital or find, but we don't have. So our biggest challenge right now is we as vets must come together, look for sponsors, look for financiers, both local and international, to set up diagnostic laboratory. It will help in the diagnosis of zoonotic diseases, which are basically viral in nature, and early disease diagnosis will give us early disease warning and be able to put up signal or alert to control and to put it in check.
All right, I think that's your parting shots. So, Dami, let me have your parting shot.
Okay, so a lot has been discussed today. I believe we've all learned from the chairman as well as some of the things I've said. So to our listeners, I encourage you that you please try your best to maintain safe and good hygiene. There are diseases out there that can come from your pets, from your animals. Please ensure when you are handling your pets and your animals, you maintain good hygiene, as well as when you're handling your own food and things you take in, they matter a lot. Our hands are gateway to diseases. That's what one of my professors would tell me then back in school. And we also encourage you to please use Rore as well, because it helps you to get the right information that you need. So you can just access Rore through www.axrore.com, and we hope to keep enhancing the chatbots to better provide for the users as well. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, we've been talking about Stop the Spread, how technology is winning the fight against animal to human diseases. My guest had been Chairman, Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association, Oyo State Branch, Dr. John Famoyin. It's nice having you.
Thank you.
One more time.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure being here.
Amen. Also, Program Officer, One Health and Development Initiative, OHDI, Damilola Adesuyi.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate this opportunity to speak about Rore as well as Zoonoses.